Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why so many people are depressed. And the main reason is because they're a square peg and they wonder why they can't fit in a round hole. So there's a lot of societal expectations out there that are quite impossible to meet. And sometimes if you're just born in the right era, that's like almost like a lottery ticket in life. So, for example, let's say 50 to 60 years ago, I had a factory job. I'm just like the only breadwinner in the house. There was probably a reasonable expectation that I could actually, within a short period of time, meet all the expected markers of adult life, buy a house, do all the good stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas nowadays, that expectation makes absolutely no sense for the young people of today, right? It makes absolutely no sense. But what happens with a lot of people is they think that there's something wrong with them because they can't meet the expectations that nobody ever really meets, right? And I'll just give you an easy example of this is home ownership, right? So there was once upon a time where it was just, expected that you'd be able to buy a home. And because, housing has gotten so expensive, a lot of people don't ever think to themselves, well, how the cost of housing has outweighed, increased or outpaced wages, so it's okay if I don't buy a home, right? People don't think like that. What they do is think, oh my goodness, there's something wrong with me because I feel like a failure not for not buying a house, aka Reddit or the subreddit midlife crisis, or feel like a complete failure for not owning a home. Millennials, should I feel like a failure being 30 and not having a mortgage? Scared and being like failures for not owning a home. Again, this is a very common sentiment because we're brainwashed by the society, or I think what Myron Golden calls the societal conditioning matrix, to believe that we're supposed to be able to do something even though we're set up by society to fail in life, right? And what's funny? I think a lot of people are more familiar with the term gaslighting these days than they were before. Like, and if you don't know what the term gaslighting is, all it means is it was from a movie, I think back in the 20s or 30s or a long time ago. And some husband, he actually makes his wife think that she's going crazy. And so it has something to do with the gas light because I think he's like deliberately turning it on and off, but he's like saying like, "Oh, like what?" That gas light's not turning off. I think that's the origin of the word. But basically, why are we so familiar with the word? Is because society just lies to us all the time, and we're accepted to take it. And I really think that what will make you successful is just to kind of stand up to that hypocritical social conditioning that we all face. Even I do, right? Like, there are things out there where I felt like a failure by the time I was like 24, 25, not able to meet societal's expectations. And then at a certain point in my life, I'm able to buy like two homes without really trying, right? And so it's funny how at one stage in my life, I felt like a failure, but what did I fail at? I didn't really fail at anything. If anything, I should be blaming society for not helping me succeed in what they're expecting me to do. But people get let down a lot in life all the time. And you know what the other crazy thing is? People put up a front. They put up a front and they have a poker face and they want to act like that they're better than you even though they're drowning. So even though almost anybody in my generation cannot buy a home, like you complain, they'll act like you're crazy for complaining, even though they can't buy a home either, right? And I remember when I visited Southern California just a few months ago, I thought it was crazy how like my parents' house turned into $1 million neighborhood. Like when I grew up there, it was like kind of upper working class, or no, I don't know why to say if it's upper working class, but it certainly was $1 million neighborhood. And now it's $1 million neighborhood, and nobody in my generation, almost nobody, can buy a home, right? And so again, am I going to blame myself for not being able to meet society's expectations, or am I just going to move out and go somewhere else? And which I did move out and go somewhere else, right? That's why this isn't Korean California mentorship. This is Korean Atlanta mentorship, right? And here's the thing: you don't have to ever feel like a failure for doing anything in life, right? Your life has value just because you exist, And while you're here on this earth, you have to do things right and treat others with dignity and respect, which is kind of sad. A lot of people don't even do that these days, right? But you need to do that because you were here on this planet to serve a purpose, and that purpose has to be meaningful, or else you're just going to fizz out in life, just like so many other people, right? Okay, well, this is a quick video from Korean Atlanta Mentorship. Again, don't be depressed for not meeting society's impossible expectations, right? There's going to be a lot of people out there who are struggling in life just like you if you're struggling in life, but they're going to act like they're not struggling. And it's kind of like, if you're drowning in a pool and the other person's also drowning, but they're making fun of you for drowning, and they're not going to even try to get you a life raft. That's how a lot of society is. But most people are drowning. And that's why, there's all these Reddit posts of people feel like I'm a failure for not being able to do XYZ that it can easily be done 60, 70 years ago, but I can't do now. Why would you want to feel like a failure for things you can't control? Focus on the things that you can control, right? For example, me doing this YouTube channel, I think I'm making $250 a month now, right? Because I just need to make more videos about whatever it is I'm talking about. More people are going to watch, make more money, and eventually I'll have my mortgage paid off with the extra $1,000 from this YouTube channel. Just a hypothetical example. All right. Well, this is Korean Atlanta Mentorship. If you're interested in joining our group and learn about financial literacy and real estate investing, go ahead and click the Google Form link below. Other than that, have a great day, and we will speak next time.